crypto Caesar. It's the 14th of September, and we are now looking at the Ethereum weekly chart. As you all know, excuse me, Ethereum is merging from proof of work to proof of stake, probably tomorrow on the 15th of September. And there has been a lot of excitement around the merge, hence the reason why Ethereum has rallied off the lows quite considerably, about 127%. However, I think that it is very unlikely that Ethereum will continue its rally to the upside. I think it will be a situation of sell the news rather than buy the news. So in my view, Ethereum is likely now to pull back quite considerably. And hopefully we will see some very good entry points in the future for Ethereum. It failed to break above the 2254 target. It got pretty close. It got to $2,000, but then it pulled back. And you can see here the bull market support band. It failed essentially to get above the bull market support band. And as you can probably see, when any asset gets above the bull market support band, for example, here, it generally stays above it in a decent run or parabolic move to the upside. So ever since sort of the 20th of December 21, Ethereum has dropped below the bull market support band, managed to get above it for a day in April 22, but then failed, tried to get above it again in August, failed. So likelihood is now we're going to start visiting those lows below. How deep we go, I'm not sure, but my buy zone's a pretty big range. It's basically from about $852. I mean, you could call it, say, $900 all the way down to $400. Do I think it'll go to $400? Probably not. But it's good to have, for me anyway, obviously not financial advice, but for me, I will have laddered orders from the top to the bottom of this range. Previously, Ethereum pulled back from its high to the low 94.26%. So it was a very, quite a big drawdown. But those who were able to accumulate Ethereum in these lows did extremely well, because the parabolic run that you got from those lows was just, you know, really, really good, really, really hard parabola to the upside. I mean, for example, if you were able to buy Ethereum around $90 and sell it anywhere close to the top, it was a decent 5,187% return. So, you know, Ethereum was a good asset to hold last cycle. And I think, to be quite frank, it probably might even be a better asset to hold this next bull cycle because of its merging. And of course, you know, 99% of altcoins or shitcoins or whatever you want to call them are built on the Ethereum blockchain. So I've got high hopes for Ethereum next cycle, and I will be accumulating as much Ethereum as I can coming to the future, particularly if it gets down into this big buy zone here, the crypto Caesar capital buy zone. This is a zone of which I will be very interested to buy Ethereum. So yeah, 94% drawdown in the last, in the bull market from 2017-18, and then it found its low around about when Bitcoin found its low, 10th of December 2018. That was a 94% drawdown. Do I think we'll get 94% this time? Maybe not that deep, you know, but let's say, for example, we get an 87% drawdown, which pretty much takes us to $600. If we can get a $600 Ethereum, in my view, that is a gift.
Welcome to Prime XBT, the most powerful trading platform, offering immediate access to more than 30 assets, trade cryptocurrencies, forex, stock indices, and much more.
And I will take that gift with both of my hands very much open. So I will wait and see what happens. But for me, Ethereum really needs to pull back. You know, it's had all this positive news around it. And I think it's now time for Ethereum to pull back. We haven't had that sort of capitulating volume either for Ethereum. Those people calling Ethereum bottom in, I don't think the Ethereum bottom is in. I think that it needs to come deeper. I mean, if you look historically, for example, the capitulating volume back in December of 2018, look at that volume. There's a lot of volume there. Even, you know, when Ethereum pulled back in that May drop during the last bull cycle, the capitulating volume was again super high. The capitulating volume this time, it was really low, and I think that's because a lot of people were loading up hard on Ethereum. A lot of people weren't really willing to sell Ethereum because they knew as well that the merge was around the corner and there was likely going to be a decent run to the upside. And that's exactly what happened. There was a decent run to the upside, but in my view now, there's going to be a pullback, and the likelihood is we're going to come back into these areas of support. The first real area of support on a weekly time frame, in my view, is around about the $900 mark. And then once we lose that, you know, that there isn't a huge amount keeping it steady support-wise. So the likelihood is we're going to drop deep into this box. Will we go to the bottom of the box? As I said, I'm not entirely sure. I don't think we probably will go right down to the bottom of this range, $400. But for me, the sweet spot's going to be around about $600 or thereabouts. So for me, that would be an absolute gift. Where is Ethereum going in the future? Well, you know, we all know Ethereum is a powerful blockchain, and I'm sure it will do extremely well next cycle, given now it's moved over, hopefully it moves successfully over to proof of stake. And of course, as I said, 99.9% of altcoins are built around the Ethereum blockchain. Where is it going to go? Well, let's just do a quick trend-based fib extension. It's not a traditional Fibonacci. It's called a trend-based fib extension. It's really quite simple tool to use. It's a tool that we always used to use many years ago. And all you have to do is take it from the low to the high and then back to the low again. So let's assume Ethereum, excuse me, is going to go to around about the $600 mark. So we go from the bottom of the move to the top of the move and down to the bottom. So about, let's say $600. That would give you, if it extended right out in the 3618, would give you around about an $18,000 Ethereum. And my view is that potentially we could certainly get that, and maybe a little bit beyond that. 20K Ethereum isn't too crazy in my view. So definitely worth, for me, for my fund, certainly worth accumulating as much Ethereum as we can in this area here, in this big range here. And, you know, for argument's sake, let's say that it hits $600 and that's the bottom. And then we take profit at the 3618 full extension. That would be 2,845% or 0.11% profit. So pretty good profit for a fairly short-term hold, really, a couple of years. So there we are. That's the Ethereum update. Conclusion is, I think that Ethereum's pretty much had it here. It's failed to get above the bull market support band. It failed to break above this headwind resistance. So been a lot of positive news around Ethereum, and it's going to start, you know, there's going to be a sell the news event, or it's already kind of started to happen. Also, you know, you've got to be cautious around Ethereum as well, because Bitcoin, if Bitcoin dumps, it will drag Ethereum down with it. Make no odds about that, it will. And I don't think, as you all know, the Bitcoin bottom is quite in yet. I think that we have to at least double bottom or maybe visit a further low before that comes. But that will be Q4, and we're not far away from it, and we are entering that zone now. But yeah, hope you're all well, and I shall speak to you all very soon. Thank you very much for listening.